Hello, guys and gals, and this is a movie review for Rock Dog 2 Rock Around the Park. It is the newest movie in the Rock Dog franchise. I guess that if two movies can constitute a franchise. Um, if you haven't seen the first one, um, basically, this is similar. Um, you don't actually need to see the first one to understand what's happening in this one. It helps, but it really isn't necessary. Anyways, so yeah, this is basically a new release. I think I got it over at Redbox, rented it for the night. Anyways, so Bodhi and his friends, Germer and Dharma. Germer, I think, is either a sheep or a goat. I think he's a goat, and Dharma, she is a fox. Anyways, him and his friends have formed a band called True Blue. And basically, Bodhi has the power to produce and expel blue energy, which can make people levitate and has all these cool effects. And so, that's where it starts. Anyways, yeah. So, basically, this movie has a theme that's common to a lot of movies these days. Like, let's see. It was a common theme in Kumba, not to be confused with Kimba. Kumba was it was the zebra movie. It was about zebras. I do need to do a review of that movie too because that was an awesome movie, awesome and amazing. Also, let's see, 100% Wolf. The movie was also about being yourself and being true to who you are. It's a common theme in children's movies, especially that to be true to who you are, and so yeah. Anyways, this famous producer, Angus Scattergood is out of the picture now. He's off the music scene now, and so there's this new producer that's really big and popular. So he's interested in Bodhi's band, to make them big stars. They also introduced a new character called Little Foxy. Well, Lil Foxy, actually. Lil with the little apostrophe. Lil Foxy, who is, of course, a fox. Literally, a fox. And she's a pop singer, So Bodhi meets up with Lil Foxy and goes on tour with her. Anyways, really is a fascinating movie. Now there's some characters here that they introduced that I think that all the characters in the Rock Dog franchise are really kind of memorable, but I think my favorites actually are Wei. I think it's pronounced Wei, and Shumai. They are red pandas, and they are based off of Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. Definitely heavily inspired by them, and that's even in the trivia thing. But I recognize it right away. I haven't actually seen Wayne's World, but I have I know about all the memes and about it. It was Michael Myers and Dana Carvey who portrayed Wayne and Garth. Anyways, yeah. Just have to say that Dana Carvey would be an awesome name for a serial killer, He's Dana Carvey. He's going to carve you up like a Thanksgiving turkey, That's just an amazing name for like a serial killer, And Michael Myers is named after a serial killer. So, anyways, sure, Wayne and Garth were they were like stoners without the drugs, which I liked because, anyways, just saying. Anyways, so there's that. Let me see if I can find this again. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, they totally best characters right there. The red pandas, they're super cute. Anyways, but I don't want to give away too much of this movie. I felt that there was some unresolved plot points in there. Um, it's kind of silly, really, but Germer loses his favorite keychain, and they never really acknowledge that except for once. And I figured like at the end he'd find his keychain again, but he didn't. I don't know. It was just kind of. It felt like it was like a thread that they put in and then they got rid of. I don't know. This one didn't come with any special features, so there wasn't a behind the scenes or anything to it. But anyways, the movie had a really nice theme of being true to who you are, remembering who you are, being true to yourself, um, and not letting fame go to your head. Because there was a time when Bodhi would have done anything to get all this superstardom and fame, and it about cost him everything. So it's a journey back to get back to where back to who he normally was and back to the person he was, or dog, him being a dog. Anyways, the music was awesome. I liked the songs. All of the songs in there were awesome. One of the more unsettling songs was "Trust Me," I think it was. And wow, that song was amazing too. I'm not sure if all the songs are on par with "Glorious" from the first one, because that song really was iconic to me. But some of them are pretty close. Um, Definitely really good music, really good visuals too. All the characters are really well animated. I would say drawn, but I think they're all computer generated, so I guess they're all drawn on the computer, so it isn't like pen and paper drawing. So I'll say the characters are all well drawn and aesthetically pleasing. Um, but yeah, um, I'm trying to think of what else I can say. But yeah, I really felt this movie was on par with the original. I have a lot of nostalgia for the original Rock Dog, so it kind of edges it out. I mean, the original edges out the sequel just a little bit, but it's different. The first one was, I'm going to admit, a little strange. And if I ever do a review of the first Rock Dog, then I'll probably go deeper in depth of this. But there's some really unsettling or uncomfortable parts in the first one. Basically, the wolves want to eat the sheep, and they're both anthropomorphic. And there's just something weird about anthropomorphic animals wanting to eat other anthropomorphic animals. That's probably just me. I don't know. To me, that's always been more of a fetish thing because, you got like vor and stuff like that. But the entire first movie was basically these wolves trying to eat these sheep that Bodhi and his father are protecting. And, I mean, if they were like four-legged sheep, then it would be like, okay, that's cool. But since they're anthropomorphic and they have sentience, and it's kind of like, kind of weird. But that's the first one, of course. It's kind of the same story with sheep and wolves. I've never actually. Well, I have done a review of that. It's on my tablet. I don't know if I still have that review actually. So it was a review I actually wrote out and actually filmed and stuff. But Sheep and Wolves was another movie that was kind of uncanny in that regard, with the sheep, with the wolves wanting to eat the goats, and I think they were sheep and wolves. They were sheep. Anyways, the wolves are constantly trying to eat the sheep, and they're anthropomorphic sheep, and they're anthropomorphic wolves, and so yeah, that was kind of uncanny, but still really really good movie. Love the first movie. Love the second movie too. The second movie was really really cool also. Um, several of the characters from the first movie make an appearance in the second, which is good. Good for continuity. And but yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this movie. It was definitely worth the $1.80 I paid to rent it from the Redbox machine, and I'll probably buy it when it goes on sale at Redbox, um, if it drops to a reasonable price range. Anyways, but yeah, that overall the movie ends really well. Um, it even had post credit scenes. Um, Carl made a return. Carl in the first one was a sheep that was always in the shower, always wrapped in a towel and with a towel over his head, or wrapped around his head. Um, that was just Carl. Carl being Carl, always wearing a towel. And Carl makes an appearance in this movie as well. Um, but yeah, that's about it. There was a surprising lack of toilet humor. I think Germer said that he had a dream that he was in high school or something and everyone was in their underwear. And he bent over and said, "Oh, and tidy whities," or something like that. But that was about the only thing. Anyways, this movie was, I thought, really, really well done. And what I'd really like to see, I don't know if I'm big enough to actually have any of the producers or anything of this movie actually see this review. Probably not. But I'd actually really like to see Wei and Shumai have their own little spin-off, a spin-off movie of some sort. Because I thought they were really, really awesome. They could maybe do Wayne's World kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, that's my suggestion is that there should be a spin-off, just with Wei and Shumai, just because I really, really like those characters. The Red Panda, I think that canonically they are teenagers, but with red pandas they're really, really small. So yeah. Anyways, with all that being said, I'm going to have to call this review quits. I'm going to encourage you to like and subscribe and ring the bell if you like this content. Also, if you want to support me in any way or if you want to join the Discord server, then all that information will be in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.